Hello, my name is Mariana and this is a reading today for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, I've done your reading with my own deck, one that I made in 2018. So it's been a few years now that it's been guiding me. So I hope it guides you too with the message today, because I feel like you're in a very, very good, actually awesome place. You're so grounded and you're so abundant actually that it feels like you're able to help people, to help others. And I feel like somehow you may be going through a situation, or there's maybe someone in particular in your life that needs your help or is asking for help in a very subtle kind of way. Or maybe it's just your sensitivity to this person in particular that is making you see very clearly that they need your help, and you are more than able to help them. Actually, I feel like it's not that you have enough, even in financial terms, because well, we'll get into the cards, but I feel like you have the energy, you have the time, you have the resources, you have the, maybe, you know, just the desire to help. It's almost like oh, what is the word? Not a benefactor, is that a word? It's almost like, okay, we'll get into the cards and then we'll see what wants to come through. So you come with this King of Wands, right? So very empowered, Sagittarius. You're in your full element, right? Wands represent fire. So in a sense, you are the king of your own domain. You are the king of your own element, of your, the way that I'm seeing it's like you know yourself so well. And you know, it's almost like you know yourself and you know your realm, you know your territory, you know your domain, you know how far you can go, right? You know, it's almost like your territory or your influence, it's how it's coming through now. Your influence is really far reaching and you have control of every inch of it, which is very interesting because, you know, as a king, perhaps you can be very wealthy, but you have complete control of everything that you own, everything that you possess. And it starts by yourself, by your own energy, by, you know, controlling how you use your time, how you focus your attention. This is how I'm seeing it. It's like, it's almost like you have such a productive day, mind, business, way of seeing the world that you can accomplish so much. I feel like you have already accomplished so much, but it's almost like with this King of Wands, I'm seeing how driven you are to just to take on new opportunities that present themselves to you. And you know, being very very focused in every intent, in every activity, in every bit of thing that you just choose to pay attention on, right? Yeah, it's coming through with a lot of self-awareness, but a lot of, you know, just this state of being that you are so grounded in your own energy. It's almost like you're invincible, Sagittarius. You're feeling like no obstacle can take you from your path, right? Because you're very, yeah, it's just like you have so much energy, you know, for yourself and to give. And here it's where it comes, this help that maybe someone that you know, and even, you know, a child of yours could be needing. So we have the Page of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. And this is very beautiful because, you know, actually this relationship here, you being the King of Wands and this Page of Swords, I think this relationship between the you know, mother and child came through in the Leo reading, I think. Anyway, a fire sign too also, right? So anyways, here it's coming through because it's a king, right? I'm just gonna say that it's a father figure, but you could, you know, these cards don't have gender, they just have energy. I'm just saying, you know, father or mother if they come as a king or queen, but you'll know how it applies to your situation anyways. So this father figure and this child, this apprentice, this student, this it's just this other that maybe needs your help. And because they're coming as the Page of Swords, right? Swords represent air. So in a sense, they have the capacity to say what they're needing or just to express themselves to you. But with the Three of Swords here, I feel like they're not doing so. I feel like they are, you know, maybe they have been through a situation that was really hurtful, that was really painful for them. And so although they could talk about it openly with you and just ask for help, right? I feel like they are in a place where their immaturity, and this is why I'm saying it could be a child, they are hiding their pain, they're hiding their feelings, they're hiding their anger perhaps, right? But here with the Three of Pentacles, this is where your wisdom and your sensitivity to this one, your empathy to this one, perhaps is not a person that is related to you, right? It's not that close to you, but it's someone that you're just seeing that needs your help and you can afford to help them, right? And so here is so beautiful because the way that you help is by giving them exactly what they need. Because okay, so what I'm seeing visually, right, it is this relationship between father and kid. And if they hurt themselves, like if it's like a physical wound, right, they fell on the ground and they hurt themselves, I'm seeing, you know, their knee bleeding, for instance, and you're coming with band-aids, you're coming with treatment, and you know, these are the band-aids that you're applying on each of their wounds. So it's very beautiful because it's this careful touch of yours, right, that comes in to heal them, to ease the pain. It's how it's coming. It's beautiful because, you know, they are so, I feel like they're such a fresh energy, right? That's why I'm saying perhaps it is a child. They are so fresh that they don't know how to cope with their pain. And when you gently offer to help and to heal each one of the wounds with just a little bit of care, right? It's not like so, because you are very intense, right? But the amount of help that you're giving them is just what they need to feel better, right? So it's this gentle touch. And this is very, very beautiful. This is why I'm saying it could be, you know, this relationship between parent and child. And you're doing so, Sagittarius, in a way that with the Magician that is following the Three of Pentacles that came as the band-aids, right? You're doing so to entertain them because the place that they were or the pain that they were feeling could be hurting them in a way that they couldn't really put into words. But you seeing that they needed a little bit of distraction, right, out of that very painful situation. It's almost like while you are applying the band-aid, right, just taking care of the wounds, you're doing so by entertaining them. It's interesting because I think in the last reading, maybe Scorpio, I think. The Magician was also the Magician was coming as an entertainer, right? As, you know, this very, very high dimensional consciousness and just this wisdom, right, that is flowing through you, that is allowing you to play this part of just playful being, right? Just playful enough that this one is distracted from their wounds, from their hurt feelings, from their heartbreak, right? And so this is really beautiful because I feel like you're succeeding, and not only succeeding by entertaining them, by distracting them in a sense, and giving them exactly what they need, right? Not too much and not too little, just the exact amount of what they need to feel better. I feel like somehow you are, with your own resources, with this Nine of Pentacles, you're helping them build their own bridge out of this painful situation, right? So because okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, and you being the King of Wands, it's almost like you built your wealth, you built your strength, you built your independence, right? You built the authority figure, the stability, but also the energy that you have, right? Not only for yourself, that it's like you have stocked so much energy while you were bridging, while you were building your own bridge, that you know what they're going through. It's almost like you've been there too. And in order to get to the place where you are, right, because you know this path, so you know what they're feeling, and so by seeing what they're going through, you're giving them exactly what they need and helping them see that in order to get out of this burdensome situation, they have to find the energy within themselves for them to build their bridge. I don't know why I can't say these two words together. Build their own bridge, right? So it feels like you're showing them how capable they are to build their own bridge too, right? Out of this situation, because you did it. See how solid your bridge is, and theirs is. It's almost like it's still information. They have to walk it, right? So as long as they keep on walking, even though it is hurtful, right, in the beginning, but there are those like you, Sagittarius, that are there to help them, right, to heal them and to show them how they can bridge this gap, how they can just solidify this bridge, right? As you did, you're showing them. It's almost like you are their example, you know, but you're doing so with a lot of it's almost like you're, so it's more than just an example, right? It's not that, because I don't feel like they have the maturity to see how they could do it on their own. It's almost like you actually have to show them. You actually have to tell them. You actually have to, it's almost like you have to go there with them, right? You have to walk this path with them. And maybe that is the reason why it's being so emphasized, this relationship of father and child. It's almost like you have to take them by their hands and walk it a few steps just for them to realize that they can do it, right? That they have the strength, you know, that everything that is still wobbly, that's still in potential, it's actually going to grow a lot stronger. It's going to become solid and stable with time, like you did, right? So this is where the first part, and actually just to repeat this, you're doing so, you're showing them in a very entertaining kind of way. So it's fun, right? Even though they're hurting, you're making it more fun for them. So Sagittarius, I'm actually very, very proud of you in a sense, right? It feels like you have a lot of wisdom and time and resources and energy to share with those in need, and you're doing so brilliantly, like really good, a really good job. So I'm going to pull more cards for you for the extended, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes as a final guidance. So if you want to go to the extended with me, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.